What's up, guys? It's Saturday morning. In a while we're gonna be heading for the village of Michkovce, and there's a Mercedes car meet there, so we're hoping to see some cool rides. So let's see. Let's do a quick walk around the show. I didn't know this Mercedes model. Just your regular W210 E55 W211 E500 with supercharger. The W140. One particular highlight of the show was this C219 CL. I believe it's the 500 model, and look how tiny the R129 looks next to it. When you look in your rear mirror, the C140 looks really intimidating. It's got this classic Mercedes gangster look. Real cool. Let's take a look on the inside. Well, it doesn't derive too far from the SL, so nothing new here. Just more of the same good old Mercedes quality and goodness. Okay, let's move to the rear section and compare the size of the two cars sitting next to each other. Okay, from this angle, how big the C140 looks. I don't know if you agree, but from the rear it kind of reminds me of the first Lexus LS, the XE10 I believe it was called, but don't quote me on that. But the overall shape and the doors, those rear lights resemble that car. I was never a huge fan of the C124 because, in my opinion, it kind of looks too German style for its own good, especially on those Borbet wheels. It's too much for me, but I gotta admit that this car looks real clean. It kind of grabs my attention. Here's the real deal, the pre-facelift W140, and it's not just any W140, as we'll see in a moment. It's got the right power plant, as you can see. And in general, I can tell that the car is really clean. It's one of the best W140s I've ever seen. What else do we got? We got this W211 E55 with some AMG treatment and some juvenile stickers on the rear windshield. That doesn't work for me. Okay, let's move on. The real genuine E55 AMG. Yeah, looks really good. Actually, in my SL video, I mentioned the M113 engine, but it wasn't until the guys at AMG took on that engine. They increased the displacement from 5 liters to 5.4, slapped a supercharger on the top of it, resulting in a real German Autobahn Stormer. And lying next to it is another M113 engined car. This time it's an CLS. Real clean too. Japan import. What's interesting, later in the W211 production cycle, the AMG version switched over from this M113 5.4 V8 supercharged to a naturally aspirated 6.2 M156. And what was very interesting and unique in the motoring world, this 63 AMG proves to be a little bit slower in real driving conditions, because this 113 supercharged has got lots of torque, 700 Newton meters available all the way from almost idle, whereas the new M156 6.2 V8 naturally aspirated had more of a rev-happy engine characteristics, more alike to BMW V8s, so it proved to be a little bit slower than this one. Of course, being a forced induction engine, this M113 has plenty of options for tuning. This particular CLS has got water intercoolers because one of the most prominent issues on these cars is heat soak. The intake temperature gets really high and the ignition timing gets cut. So one of the ways to remedy it is to lower the intake temperature by using some aftermarket solutions like on this one. But this is just the beginning of the tuning story that you can do on this engine. You can replace pulleys, which is, I think, the most frequent tuning option for this engine. The M113 in the SL55 had like 500 horsepower, so, and in this higher trim, this engine was 600, I believe, 26 in the SLR. So there's plenty of headroom for tuning on this one.